To make the concept more clear, we shall do some practice questions. So are you all ready, children? So now here I give you a question. It says convert these into fractions. Okay. So if you remember, we had already done fractions before, right? So now the number given here is 2.35. Okay. So how will you convert this number 2.35, children? So here, what am I going to do is, if the number is 0.35, that is after point, if there is 2-digit number, then we will be writing this number as 235 divided by 100. Okay. So how will you make it up? Shall we try to see why it comes like this? Okay. Now, if I try to divide 235 by 100, so 100 into 2 is 200, 2, and this becomes 200. Now the remainder is 35. Is it possible for me to divide 35 by 100? No, because the remainder is small, right? So now what are we going to do is, I am going to put a decimal over here and I will add a 0 here. Now will it get divisible by 350? Yes. How many times? Very good. It gets divided by 3 times. So this becomes 300. Then again 50. Is it possible to divide 50 by 100? No. If I add a 0 here, yes, it gets divided 5 times. So I put here 5 and this becomes, my remainder becomes 0. Okay. So what did you notice here? When I am putting a decimal over here, I am adding a 0 down and then I make the number divisible by the given divisor. Okay. So which means that whenever you have 2 digits after the decimal point, the same number will be divided by 100. Now, if I have this number as 2.345, how will I convert this number as? Now I said that if after point there are 2 digits, the same will be divided by 100. Now if I have 3 digits, then the same number 2345, I will be dividing it by 1000. Okay. So as the number of digits increase in your right hand side, the down number will also increase simultaneously. Okay. So shall we divide this and see whether this answer is coming? If I divide this, I should get an answer this. Okay. Shall we verify? Okay. So now 2, 3, 4, 5 divided by 1000. So how many times will it get divided by 2, 3, 4, 5? 2 times, right? So 2, this gets divided 2000 times and the remainder is 345. Is it possible for me to divide 345 by 1000? No. So now I am going to put a decimal over here and add a 0 over here. Now is it divisible? Yes. How many times? 3 times, right? So 3 and this gets divisible 3000, then 4, 5, 0. Will it get divided by 1000? No. I add a 0 over here. So how many times will it get divided? Good. 4 times. Then this becomes 4000 and the remainder is 500. Will 500 get divided by 1000? No. Again I add a 0. Now, yes, it gets divided 5 times. So this becomes 5000 and my remainder is 0. Okay. So 2345 and I divided by 1000, my answer should be 2.345. Okay. So this is how I will be writing it. So end of the day, I have to write that see the digits after the decimal value. Now, the next question is 42 0.57. Okay. So how will you convert this into decimal fraction, children? You will be writing 4257. So how much should it be divided by? 1, 2. So when I said that there are 2 digits, it will be 100, right? So it will be 4257 divided by 100. Clear? The next one. The next question they say is 0.437. So how will you write this one, children? Now how many digits are here after the point value? It's 1, 2 and 3, right? So we will be writing it as 437 divided by 1000. Okay. So counting on the number of values after the decimal, we will be writing the denominator value. Now one more thing which you have to keep in mind, that if 0 is added after decimal value or before whole number, on left hand side the value is 0. Okay. So what do you mean by this concept? Now the same question here. Suppose if I am writing this 0.437. Okay. Now this will be equal to 0.4370. Okay. So what did I say? If 0 is added after the decimal value, which means that here the value is 7. Now if I add 7, or if I add 0.43700, okay, or if I say 0.437000, so how many ever zeros I add after 7, it will end of the day be same, which means that the value will not change. Okay. Similarly, if I write 4.37, okay. Now the same thing if I write 04.370 or 004.3700 or 0004.37000. So how many ever zeros I add before the whole number and after the decimal value, it has no values. It remains the same, it is 0. Okay. So keep in mind that whenever you are adding a 0 before the whole number towards your left hand side, or you are adding a number after the decimal value towards your right hand side, it has the same meaning. Okay. So is the concept clear, children? So based on this, we will be solving our few examples.